You gotta watch the Patreon.
You been reading my journals?
That was the Patreon episode, yeah. But Tasha K.
So I was in this.
All right, I'm at the end of the game.
She had Hershey Kisses.
All right, can you mark that too?
Uh-huh.
All right, y'all ready? All right, so Tasha K went to the Adam22 show, and this is already after a little bit of turmoil that she's been having because she recorded a Joe Budden podcast that because of Joe Budden's affiliation, these are all alleged things that are going on, but maybe because of conspiracy. Because Joe Budden's affiliation with Cardi B, he won't drop the Tasha K episode, long story short. Cardi was throwing her weight around and pretty much snuffing Tasha K out. Mm-hmm. So in the midst of that, since he's not going to put it out, she decided to go over to No Jumper, linked up with Adam22, and they did an interview, and it was about an hour and a half. I'm not gonna lie, Adam was going crazy. Like, she was going crazy. Adam, that might be some of the best content No Jumper has produced in the last couple months. Yeah. Easily. Like, that interview was great. Because I know Tasha K, but I don't know Tasha K. But
she kind of pops up every now and then.
Yeah. She pops up every now and then.
Like when it's Earth Day.
And even in that, and I'm glad that he kind of went back and kind of did her history, even though she's been out here for a while, because I've seen her name, I'm glad he went through the history so that I was able to get a real grasp of who this person was. You know what I mean? So that was nice. And then she does this shit. Like,
it's good to see.
She's really out here, bro.
Because I never really seen her. So like this was my first time seeing, all right, what's her talents? You know what I mean? Like, what does she do?
Yeah.
And, you know, she was just talking shit with Adam.
Were you thoroughly impressed?
She was just talking.
I was thoroughly impressed. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I was thoroughly impressed. And then, bro, this is like Adam, that interview he did, that's like golden era Adam. Like, we haven't seen that we haven't seen that Adam in like a year or two, easily. Like,
what drugs do you think induced that state?
Talking about with the Tasha K?
Nah, just to get that lane of Adam.
Well, this is the biggest thing that I was thinking about. I think there might be a certain amount of damage that has happened to No Jumper where niggas that would give him content like that, we're not going to No Jumper.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like, I think that's what's really messed him up, because I'm telling you, the reason I bought into No Jumper originally, and which was in like 2016, 17, I think, is because this nigga was interviewing the most random people I ever seen. Like, and all the interviews were straight conversations, even though we were getting the whole thing, but they were all good. Like, I learned about like A-Track, Kanye West DJ.
Yo, Adam was kind of like Greg Popovich.
Yeah, it was just like the most random people, but it might have been people that I loved at one point. You know, Cool Kids pop up. I'm like, this nigga got the Cool Kids, and we're getting a 2.5, 3 hour like this nigga. These niggas, he's hitting the points, but they just talking and like,
you know, yeah.
So it's like we haven't seen it, and I think that's because, and that was all early Adam. But as the brand, I think their image has declined in the masses
for sure.
Even if you don't know everything that's happened, somebody can say, "I got an opportunity at No Jumper." And the only thing they've heard is negative, and they'll be like, what the fuck, nigga?
Yeah. Once you get called racist, it's hard to, you know, get niggas back.
Once you get called a couple different things.
A couple different things. Yeah.
Vlad doing okay.
No, but think about
he still gets black people.
And Vlad fought through that though.
Yeah.
Like there was definitely a point in time when niggas was trying to like end him. You know what I'm saying?
You think that's eased down right now? I don't see too much Vlad slander.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just because it's like he's 20 years in, right? Like
I feel like Trap Lord Ross gets the energy that used to be towards him.
It's a little different. Vlad's a little different just because Vlad created something that helped everybody first. So he was like extremely loved until we saw the beef, him trying to cultivate beef for DVD sales and shit.
Yeah.
That's when it was like what the fuck? But then it was just, bro, that time period of just like black culture or I'll say hip hop culture for sure. When World Star Hip Hop came out and became a verb or an adjective or whatever.
World Star.
What was it, adjective?
Verb, kind of. Well,
that verb's an action.
Yeah, verb's an action.
Some shit.
Now,
adjective. Yeah.
Now it's probably a
solid letter.
Person, place.
Yeah, it's a
person, place, a thing. Whatever.
Automatopoeia. What we talking about?
They were talking about vowels.
Yeah. But long story short.
But yeah, those
days
DVDs,
early in the on the internet when niggas realized they could just do wild shit, sell out, whatever your moral compass was, you could do some ridiculous shit, go viral. And maybe make a couple 100,000 off of it.
It was like early. It was like early Boom Gang.
Early, but it was just going viral. Period. And hip hop was just crazy.
Beefing with niggas through DVDs. That was my favorite shit. Like Max B on the corner.
You know what's funny?
It's like
with shades on. That's the most legendary.
Gilly the
shit.
Kid, underrated.
History, yeah.
Every video
look,
with Gilly the Kid is.
I'm glad you
amazing.
said that too, because I have a note from a couple weeks ago where I
have
wanted
to
us to
watch.
like go through and like kind of cover that era of media because it was fire. But let's not
That shit was
move too far off.
hilarious.
But long story short, the interview was good. I think people just don't go to Adam, even though he's
Yeah.
capable of tapping into this bag that he can get into.
Yeah.
But
It's
at
like
this
people.
point,
It's like you hear like the shade room talks about a lot of people, but they'll never go there.
exactly,
And, you know, Tasha
Same type of
K,
shit.
exactly, yeah,
like it seems like she's a very warm person.
yeah.
Like she's a beautiful bitch.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean. Inside and out.
This is a black
She's a
woman
beautiful
we're talking
woman.
about.
A married black
She's a
woman.
beautiful woman.
This is a married black
Yeah.
woman
who
we're
is
talking
married.
about.
Yeah,
You know, committedly. You know,
Yeah.
she loves her husband.
yeah.
You know, and she
better-
dissed.
They really
She
covered
praised
her.
her husband while dissing Cardi's.
Going crazy.
You know
oh
what I
my
mean?
God.
She was just
Look,
surgical.
I like her, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I didn't
She's a
realize
beautiful
I didn't
person.
realize how good she was, and she was talking that shit that I like. Mind you, even in this interview, I can understand why I was never a avid watcher because she's like, I cover the messy girl shit, period. Like,
Yeah.
So it's like,
She's a chatty patty.
yeah, and then she's like, but it's not even chatty patty because she's a woman. She's like, I'm literally gossiping about bitch shit. Like that's what she said that in so many words during this interview, and I was like, this is why I wouldn't watch it because
Exactly.
every day I don't want to hear about a relationship or what. I don't want to hear a bunch of female
Or
problems.
whose
man.
titties are fake.
But
Yeah.
I did subscribe to it today still, just so I can hear, because I was so impressed with how she was cooking.
Yeah.
Just didn't miss a fucking beat. I was like, I gotta see what the live show is hitting for, and she's the same way, shit
And
cooking.
her
Like,
with Adam is like the perfect combo
You
because it's
realize-
like they level each other out,
and that's
you know
another
what I
thing
mean?
too.
And they have
You-
a mutual enemy.
and they're
that
both
that
yeah.
helps, but even if we don't get to that, because we're gonna get to that point, but even if we don't get to that, it does also remind people what level Adam is at. See, this is some advice. This is the level that you need to be working on. Like,
Oh,
but the
shit.
problem is, it's like I don't know how many Tasha K's you can get in here. Like, these are like specific people. Like Tasha K, at some point in the interview, he was like, "How many topics do you do?" Or they were covering like her, how do you work your flow? She said, "Yeah, I look at all the topics." For about 10 minutes before the show starts, and then I do a 2-3 hour live, and I go, and I'll probably do 30 topics. I remember all of them. She was like, I do this. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like a rapper saying he'll write, but then he's in the studio and it's a different thing?
No, because hers is, she does live shows. She's doing that for real.
Do you believe it?
Yeah, I believe it, bro.
Yeah.
And there was nothing, everything she was doing in the interview led me to believe that she could do it too, because she was cooking.
Yeah.
Like, she was answering the questions full in detail, firing back. You know what I'm saying? Getting her questions off. Like
Good
the
retorts.
niggas they were going crazy in terms of that was grade A podcasting right there.
Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, and it's funny too, because last week I was just shitting on Adam for his shitty content. He got
But
one.
this is what happens.
He
You're
got one.
You know what I
only
mean?
as good as the last game you played.
He got one, and it was a lot of months.
Yeah.
The nigga was shooting blanks.
But you
and
have
it's
to go
like-
through a creative slump to get through the.
You do. You
know.
gotta go through the shit to get to the shit.
Yeah.
I don't think he was even in a creative space. That nigga was fighting daily battles.
Yeah, he was.
He was going to
Yeah.
the internet and plead his case like he
And
had
then-
a judge.
And then as he's fighting these battles within his employees and things of that nature, his wife advancing in her corn career, people are like at the same time are saying, I don't even want to go there. Like it's embarrassing for me to
Yeah.
be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you've developed this skill, and now none of your peers that should be politicking with you want to politic with you
Exactly.
on camera. Because I'm sure they might have some sort of rapport off camera, but niggas ain't pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Like
we was talking in the car. It was like, yo, his wife got a favorite BBC. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
that is crazy.
There's
yeah.
a dick she dreams about exclusively.
yeah, dog.
She
So,
has
yeah.
a favorite one.
But overall, yeah, I did think it was good. Is there anything else that y'all picked up? Because then we're gonna go into detail next. Like, I just wanted to do an overall review of that episode.
Man, beautiful person. If y'all haven't watched already, man, go check her out.
But all right, so let's see.